This has to be the craziest strategy option for the Monaco Grand Prix. So Bernie Collins, an ex-Aston Martin strategy engineer, proposed a strategy which might actually give backmarkers an option to score points. See, the streets of Monte Carlo are notorious for not allowing any overtaking, so in case you mess up qualifying, your race is pretty much done. But since we've got a mandatory 2-pit stop rule this year, this strategy might actually work out. Let's say you're Lance Stroll and you crashed out in quali. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta start the race on softs and get a really good launch off the line. Maybe even gain a few places on the first lap, but you gotta pit before the first lap ends. Now you're out in clean air and maybe you can run your race, but nope. This is where it gets interesting. Towards the end of the second lap, you box again for a set of hards, which now means you've completed your mandatory pit stops for the race. All you gotta do now is just keep it cool and wait for a safety car or a red flag. In both the cases, the field gets bunched back up again and everyone must have done at least one pit stop. Now you're still at the back of the grid, or maybe would have gained a few places because of DNFs and because others had to deal with pit lane traffic. But the main gain over here is that you're done with your mandatory pit stops. The other drivers still have one stop to go, and if you can just manage to keep up with the pack, since a pit stop costs you around 20 seconds, this will effectively gain you around 7 to 8 positions when others take their stops, putting you in the points. Although it sounds extremely risky, I think this might work out, but what do you think? Will any team dare to attempt something like this? And more importantly, even if they do attempt it, do you think it might actually work out? Let me know in the comments. Cheers.